Well, good morning, and here we are on day 3. Today we're going to take a bit more of a chilled attitude. Going to go to a place called John's Diner first of all, which we found. No ideas, the reviews are good, but we'll show you when we get there. And after that, we're going to head off to Central Park and just take a very chilled day today.
We're Mark and V, and this is our adventures.
So we're walking up at East 44th Street, and this is where this John's Diner is. Up this way.
It's John's coffee shop, actually. Because there is a John's Diner as well.
Oh, it's John's coffee shop. So we misled you a little bit, but we're misleading ourselves a lot as well, so it's quite easy to do. That graffiti there, look. There is some really great graffiti in the city. Things you could almost miss, really. What I do find as well is, first day we're here, you're so in awe of everything being so high that you miss things down in front of you. So my advice to you would be, even if you walk and think there's nothing there to see, do it a second time. Yeah, we walked up here the other day and didn't see that. So this is the John's coffee shop. We'll go in and have a look. Well, food was delivered within, I don't know, probably 4 minutes of ordering. And I've gone for the same sort of breakfast as I had yesterday. Got toast. And V's gone for the scrambled egg. I'll tell you in a little while what I thought about it. And if it's any good, maybe you want to come along as well. Well, we're on the corner of 2nd Avenue and I don't know what the street is. 42nd Street, 44th Street. We're on the 2nd Avenue and 44th Street, and we've just been into John's coffee shop. Really, really busy. Food wasn't bad. However, I would say I preferred yesterday. But you know, it's horses for courses. I thought the place yesterday was a little bit more attentive. That's all. But food was very good. Yeah, food was very good. So, you know, I would say don't come. I'd just say try lots of places. And just round the corner we find the Comfort Diner, and that's not looking as busy, you know. So I think I preferred that place personally. When you see it in different views, it looks so different, doesn't it? Just stunning. That's the Hemsley building. What we're just saying though is really great that New York has managed to keep all the old buildings in with the new as well. So you look around and you'll see big skyscrapers, and right beside it there's like a building that's probably early 1900s, maybe even earlier, just, you know, sat right next to it, you know, still standing proud. It's really great to see, you know, they just haven't destroyed everything just in the name of progression. What an immense building that is, isn't it? Just stunning. What's even creepier is, I don't know if you can see it, that girl staring back out of this. She's probably someone famous from a musical. Now, we've been down here quite a few times now, but every time you come down here you see more stuff. So yeah, we're down in Times Square now. Someone's shooting a little video there. But this is a classic place now, really, for people to come down and they try to come up to you and like offer you CDs. You might have just seen it. You're just going to say no, thank you. That's it. And walk on. From what I'm hearing, like they'll try and charge you an extortionate price once you sort of say yes. We've watched a lot of things on YouTube about how people can be quite aggressive down around Times Square, but we found everybody that, you know, all right, they're trying to get you to buy stuff, they want to, you know, have a bit of your cash, like everywhere else in the world, really. But nobody at all has been aggressive to us. Nobody's, you know, a bit pushy. Say no, thank you. They say okay, move on. So don't worry too much. That's us saying it. You know, compared to some places we've been in the world, it really is quite chilled. Well, there we are. We're back on the hop on, hop off bus again. We did buy the 2-day ticket, and you've seen quite a bit of it. Today we're going to do an uptown tour. Makes you think of a Billy Joel good song, doesn't it, really? We're going to spend a lot of time in Central Park, I think. We're going to have more of a chilled day. Well, we're coming up now to quite a poignant place, really. This is the Dakota Building. This is where John Lennon was shot. And that would mean Strawberry Fields is to my right, although we can't see it at the moment. We will be coming back, actually. Obviously, we're doing the bus tour just to sort of get a good idea of everything, and then we're going to come back to places we actually want to see. If you look up there, on the very edge of the buildings, you can actually see trees growing. Well, we've just gone sort of halfway around Central Park, and now we're jumped off and we're going to walk in around Central Park. This is the bus that we're using. It's the Top View buses. They're okay, you know. I mean, we've had some busy times. You know, the queuing yesterday was a bit of a pain, but it's enabled us to get around and see loads. And I really would like to have a chance to go for the museums as well, but we're just not going to do it this time. But this is so iconic, isn't it? This is the Guggenheim Museum. Absolutely iconic building. Just glad to be able to see it outside at least. Just looking at this as well, you've got all these the city bikes. We've been seeing them everywhere we go. It's just like everywhere. And I was just looking at it, and it's $19 for a day pass. So that's a good way to get around the city as well. I think if you're confident on a push bike, you'd be fine in and around the city. You just got to be a bit aware of the electric bikes. The electric bikes do seem to be a bit crazy.
Imagine all the bus lanes, like, you know, some places it's got actual cycle lanes as well. So.
Yeah, that's so true. But
Up this side of town, I think you'd feel alright.
yeah, I mean, if you're a first-time cyclist, maybe not a good time to start learning. But yeah, I think most of it is quite gentle around here. It's the only thing I would say is crazy is the guys on the electric bikes, and believe me, I've stepped out twice now on one of these crossings, you know, with the white hands, and these grabbed me to sort of just pull me back because there's a guy on an electric bike just whizzing through. They don't seem to care, and I've noticed the smaller bikes don't have number plates either, so they can go through the red lights and not get flashed by the camera, but nobody seems to bother. So I suppose while nobody's bothered about it, you know, there's nothing to be done, so just be aware. Right, little tip there. Well, we've been told about the rats in Central Park, and literally I've just walked in and there's one just gone in underneath there. So they're not big though. The girl on the bus last night was saying that the rats are massive.
See the ones that we get down our local walkside.
Oh, that's it, yeah. You think that's...
To rats, you know, like
Yeah.
2 foot long. Great thing.
Yeah, we have rats down in Saltash in Cornwall, where we used to live, and they're from like nose to tail, maybe 2 foot.
Yeah, beautiful.
Yeah, huge, great things. They're like big moist there.
Museum of Art.
Mounted police. We're going to take a walk through the park now, and we'll try and point out a few things we see.
So the first statue we can see is of Alexander Hamilton, who was an American military officer and statesman, and also a founding father. He served as the first Secretary of the Treasury from 1789 to 1795 during George Washington's presidency.
Anyway, we'll carry on walking through. It's a Sunday today, and you know, the park is immensely popular. I don't know if it's like this daily. Maybe when people are working it might be a little bit quieter, I don't know. But certainly well used, isn't it? And the rickshaws are here as well. They've stopped a couple of times now, asked us if we would like a tour. We've politely declined, and they carry on. It does say flat rate for a tour. However, there is no price of that flat rate, so if you want to do it, make sure you haggle hard.
The obelisk, isn't
The obelisk,
it? Obelisk.
Cleopatra's Needle. Now I've read about this, so we can see just as we're coming down. We might walk across and have a little closer look if we're, well, I don't know if we can. Oh, yes we can. That's Cleopatra's Needle there. So we're going to take a closer look now. Oh, there's an ant on my camera. Hopefully it's not gone across the lens. That's pretty immense, isn't it? Oh, it's most definitely a sight to see, isn't it? I think you know, the fact that they moved it from Egypt to here back in the 1800s is something to be said. It'll be difficult enough now. Don't know what the crabs are about though. Doesn't seem to be any explanation about that. There is some writing on one of the crabs there. What I will say straight away, what I've noticed about Central Park is how much more relaxed it feels. You know, being down in the city, downtown New York is it's quite hectic. And you don't realise quite how crazy hectic it is until you sort of chill out a little bit. When you look around, everybody takes the opportunity to come here, don't they? Look, or just hanging out on the lawns. I suppose a lot of people don't have their own gardens, so this is a great way of chilling out. Sit and chill out, bring your chair, your laptop or whatever, a couple of drinks, and just enjoy your afternoon lazing away. Up ahead now we can see the Alice in Wonderland statue. We'll go up a bit closer and have a proper look. What a beautiful sculpture that is. Not really sure of the history, but we'll give you some history afterwards.
The Alice in Wonderland statue was a gift from publisher George Delacourt. He intended the donation as a gift to the children of the city, in memorial of his deceased wife, Margarita.
So we're going to walk away from the Alice in Wonderland area with the pond and the cafe, and then we'll carry on walking across. We've got an intent. Well, I say we. I've got this intention. I've read about this guy called Billy. I've watched a few videos. Some YouTubers have gone to see him, and apparently they reckon he does the best hot dog in New York. And these guys are New Yorkers, so we're going to take it, you know, from what they say, and hopefully we'll find him. So he's on the west side of the park, just up from Strawberry Fields, in fact. So we're going to try and find him, and if I do find him, and I think that, you know, and I rate him as well, I'll put his location. I'll put a what 3 words location down below or something, just so you'll be able to find him. That's if it's any good, of course.
Landscape look like steps.
Yeah. So here we are on the lake now. There's loads in this park, it really is. So as we walk up past the lake on our right hand side, coming from the Alice in Wonderland area, well, then we come to this beautiful fountain. There's loads of these little areas as we come round. So this little area here, you can see them, like they've got like snakes around their necks. I've had my first Buddhist monk come up to me and try and sell me a some sort of little paper token. Don't know quite what it was. Anyway, we'll carry on. I've not managed to lose V. Oh, there she is. She's been over there. It's a real shame about the music as well, because it was really nice and chilled wandering around. And that song New York is just being played everywhere. I'd imagine if you live here, you know, tell me if I'm right, you'd be absolutely sick to death of hearing it. And as we come up over the hill and come down over the other side, this is Cherry Hill we're coming down over. See lots of people like feeling quite comfortable sitting on the grass in the shade. And there's the Bow Bridge over there. All the girls out painting. It's called the Falconer. Okay, so that was Central Park. May go back in a little while. Going to go over to the Dakota Building. It's just over there. This is a location where John Lennon was shot December 1980, I believe it was. Apparently Yoko Ono still lives here as well.
It was the evening of the 8th of December 1980 when Mark Chapman shot and fatally wounded John Lennon in the archway here for Dakota Building. One of the biggest losses to music ever, I think.
Well, it's quite a poignant and sort of understated sight, but we were just talking about it, and if you go in, we've just seen strawberry fields, and you've got people desperate to take a photograph of the Imagine tribute. Some guy, it's maybe a quiet place, and there's some guy trying to do Beatles numbers who was, I'm sorry mate, if you're watching this, not very good at all. Didn't sound, you know, killing the Beatles songs. Yeah, not in a good way. Which is sad, you know. If you're going to do something in a place like that, at least be good at what you're doing. Heading to Billy's now. So we got about a mile to walk. We've been doing a little bit of reading up about the area, and apparently this is one of the most affluent areas in the whole of New York. And when you look around, you can see, because everything's a little bit nicer, a little bit cleaner, and the buildings are like, well, just look at them, immaculate. Outside of them is absolutely sparkling. So I'd love to know what they look like inside. So we're on 93rd Street now, and we're looking for Billy's, and our hearts are dropping a little bit because we think he's not here. The map sort of indicates it's down that end. However, I do remember seeing a video by some other chap who said it was down there a bit further. So we're going to walk to the next block and see if he's there. If not, we failed. Which is a shame. Well, maybe Billy don't work on a Sunday. I'm sure it was just that area there he's meant to be. Oh well, that's a real disappointment. Well, we're just walking along here and we both instantaneously burst into the Sesame Street theme tune. It feels proper Sesame Street, doesn't it? You know, I don't know if you're old enough to remember Sesame Street. We do. It was a major part of our growing up. Just looking for Big Bird. Right, so first experience on the tube.
Subway.
Subway, I keep on calling it tube.
It's all right, look.
So here we are. So here we are, we're on the subway, not on the tube, and it's quite busy actually. Quite surprised. Don't know why I'm surprised. Don't know why. I figured I was going to come down and there'd be like 5 or 6 people on the tube. So there you are. That's quite an easy way of travelling round. That was $3, and it's quick. I know we've been doing the hop on, hop off. And that was really more to get an idea of seeing as many things as possible. I think if you're here for a long period of time, you just got to think to yourself, you know, the best way to go about it is using the subway. Get yourself a favourite. This Omni card as well seems to be a really good deal. Makes it a lot easier than paying all the time. We haven't got one. However, I think if we're coming back, or when we come back, more like it, that's what we'll do. We'll get an Omni card. But that was super fast. You know, we've gone from up near Central Park, we're back down on 42nd Street. Learn the subway before you come, know where you're going, and you'll be fine. A bit confusing when you're down here, but it's all signed quite well. So we know we're heading to 42nd Street, so we're just following the exits. 42nd Street, yeah? We're in a bar called Smith's now, which is on... trying to see... I can't even see what avenue we're on. Just up from Madame Tussauds anyway. I've gone for, I don't know, what's that? That is wings, and that is Guinness cheese bites, yeah? Guinness cheese bites. So I think it's bread, isn't it?
Yeah, some little bready
Like
things.
bread.
Cheese and Guinness.
And I'm going to eat some, but I'm going to have to overdub this because I can hear human legging behind, and I know I can't use that. So this tastes like... That's really good. You'd have to like Guinness though.
Doesn't taste like Guinness.
Do you not think so? I think it does. That's really good. And unfortunately, what with human legging behind, I'm going to go for a wing, and then I'm going to shut the camera down. Oh, the wings are excellent. Really good. Well, that was Dominican Day, and lots of carnival sort of atmosphere. Now we're gonna, I mean, only unfortunate thing is for someone, is they're gonna clear up all this mess afterwards. And there is a huge amount of mess. We're off to the edge now, so we're gonna fight our way through the crowds now and get on down now.
What was really amazing to see is an army of people just appeared from nowhere. They were obviously waiting in the side streets to come and clean up, and the streets were cleaned up so quickly.
Now you've only got to look at the rubbish here, that is immense. Well, they got an army of guys coming in, cleaning it up straight away.
Brilliant.
I'm really impressed.
Yeah.
As we come down a bit further, now the procession was going down through here as well, and you saw the mess earlier on, and literally we've walked, what, 500 yards?
Yeah.
1,000 yards maybe most, and look how clean it is already. So, you know, I've got to give it to New York government department, I don't know what it is, you know, but whoever like organises the street cleanups, that is amazing. Should be proud of yourselves. Well, we're walking past what appears to be a queue for the tube station. This is a queue to Penn Station.
It goes right round.
And it goes right round the bus. We're going to go down here anyway, aren't we? Yeah, so sometimes the tube might not be the quickest way. That is one hell of a queue. That's almost around, well, it's 1 block, 2 blocks almost, isn't it? Everywhere we turn, there's just another amazing building, and look at that. Moynihan Train Hall. Pennsylvania train station. I think that is where we're headed to, up there. We look up, that is the edge up there, and that's where we're going to go tonight at 8 o'clock. To the building, it's just like a big shopping mall, really. It's almost like being in an airport, isn't it? Well, again, like everything, it's all involving queues again, so here we go. Joining another queue. So lots of waiting around in New York. Well, so you queue up outside, and then it's just like a mad dash down to this part. Crazy, isn't it? Now, we moaned about the queue. It was quite a wait, and it's quite costly, but look at it out there. That is amazing. I think the only thing better than that could be a helicopter ride.
What do you do?
Some of the buildings look tiny, don't they? They really do. You know, when you're down there looking up, yeah, they are big, aren't they? Yeah, that one there from the street.
Yeah.
I was here, but don't worry. Well, if it's bad enough queuing to come up, look at the queue to go down. How ridiculous this is. Now, it's funny how you see things from a different perspective. Yesterday we walked up between all those police cars, didn't we? We were talking about it. Well, that's actually there. Well, I'll tell you what, guys, this is going to be the worst experience I've ever endured. This queue, right, it goes all around the top.
Just arrive, don't get in any line, just walk straight and use any door to go outside. This is the exit line. This line is because you're going home, you're ready to choose.
So this is the exit line, right? So there's the big, where they're getting in the left. It goes all around to here. Absolutely unbelievable. So we've been now pulled out of the queue and they're sending us upstairs to exit. So either we got like the fast pass or it's either the golden ticket or it's a longer queue up here.
So what did we think about the Edge really? Well, the views were absolutely stunning and you can't take it away. The New York skyline is amazing. There was an awful lot of people up there though, almost making you feel uncomfortable with the amount of people stood on that ledge hanging out. But I suppose lots of people want to go up there and that's what you're going to pay for if you want to see the New York skyline at night. In hindsight, I think we would have gone up during the daytime, and maybe even more in hindsight, we would have gone up in a different building. We went up because we thought we wanted to see the Empire State Building up high from a different location. But being truthful, you couldn't really see it. You could, but it wasn't much. But we did enjoy the experience apart from the queuing coming down, because that was a nightmare. It literally, as you saw, went all around the top of the building. And when we got moved to a second queue, that queue took even longer than the first queue because we saw someone who was behind us, way behind us, getting out before us. The way it goes, I suppose. Cost-wise, I think we paid about £32 each. That's quite a bit. And, you know, you're going to decide whether you want to spend that type of money. We did, and we probably won't do it again, so it was worthwhile paying it. Well, I hope you've enjoyed this video, and we look forward to seeing you in the next video, where we experience a bit more of New York. Next, we're moving on to Long Island. So we look forward to seeing you in that one. Look after yourselves, guys. See you later. Bye.